it may not be surprising that President Donald Trump, who did not serve in the active duty military, prefers celebrating victory over honoring veterans. In several social media posts this month, Trump announced his intention to declare November 11 as Victory Day for World War I. He did not mention that this day is already a federal holiday known as Veterans Day. In a similar fashion, Trump is advocating for a military parade that could cost tens of millions of dollars to commemorate the 250th anniversary of the United States Army. This date coincidentally falls on his birthday, June 14, which is also Flag Day, when the Continental Congress adopted the American flag. Trump stated in an interview with NBC News, "I view it for Flag Day, not necessarily my birthday, somebody put it together." It could be a coincidence similar to the naming of the new fighter jet being developed by the Pentagon as the F-47, while Trump is the 47th president. No one at the White House seems to have connected that the day Trump wants to celebrate victory in World War II Day, May 8, when Germany surrendered in Europe, was not the conclusion of World War II. American forces continued to fight and suffer casualties in the Pacific Theater until August, when the United States dropped nuclear bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in Japan. Trump emphasized the importance of celebrating these days in the United States. This idea bears resemblance to Victory Day in Russia, which might be uncomfortable for those who do not wish to align the US government with Russia's practices. However, Trump is not proposing these as full federal holidays, noting that there are already too many. He acknowledged that making them federal holidays would require an act of Congress. The concept of prioritizing a celebration of victory over honoring veterans is noteworthy. It marks quite an evolution for a holiday that initially commemorated armistice, when first observed by President Woodrow Wilson in 1919, a year after the truce that ended World War I. A few years later, in 1923, just before his death, a frail Wilson criticized Americans in an Armistice Day radio address for leaning toward isolationism and not joining the League of Nations. This sentiment remains relevant today as Trump disrupts the post-World War II economic and diplomatic order. The president most associated with that post-World War II order, Dwight Eisenhower, is also the one who declared that Armistice Day should become Veterans Day. Eisenhower wrote, "Let us solemnly remember the sacrifices of all those who fought so valiantly on the seas, in the air, and on foreign shores to preserve our heritage of freedom, and let us reconsecrate ourselves to the task of promoting and enduring peace, so that their efforts shall not have been in vain." He may be better remembered for his farewell speech warning of a military-industrial complex. This warning resonates now as Trump, unlike Eisenhower, desires to showcase military hardware in a parade through the nation's capital. Trump told NBC News, "We have the greatest missiles in the world, we have the greatest submarines in the world, we have the greatest army tanks in the world, we have the greatest weapons in the world, and we're going to celebrate it."